How's it going, everyone? Doogie Manhammer here with quick Nintendo Direct predictions. I covered the potential leak of this Nintendo Direct earlier this week, so if you want to find out what can potentially be in this Direct for sure, please check out that video that I made. Otherwise, I'm going to try my best to steer clear from those rumors and just try and figure out what else could be in this Direct that I think is likely, that I want to happen, and that, some interesting speculation. So if you want to check out the leak video, please click it up in the card up here. Otherwise, let's try and go into some other predictions. So this Direct happening tomorrow, Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, covering games releasing this winter. So definitely the last half of this year and definitely into the first quarter of next year up until late March for sure is what they're going to be covering. And I'm here to tell you what is gonna happen, what I hope to happen anyways. Now, biggest thing that's gonna be on a lot of people's mind is Zelda. Because recently, I also covered this, they announced that they have no plans to release DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. While that could be PR talk, I really don't think that's the case. I think they are genuinely done with the Breath of the Wild world for now. So, what can they do to capitalize on some more Zelda hype or more Zelda shenanigans for the next, fiscal year, whatever they can do? I genuinely do now think that Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD can finally come out. It's been rumored for years now, and I was on the train that it was not going to happen because of Tears of the Kingdom and potential DLC that it had, that they were going to focus on that. But since there are no plans to do that, and they might want to just have, Zelda games out early next year, that they might just put these on the system and just say, hey, here's your Zelda for, the year, have at it. And if the next system is backwards compatible, then these games are a shoo-in for already being on the next system already, just amping up the potential investment that the system has. So I do think it is likely we might actually see these things. Who knows? If not, potentially early Direct next year in February, but if not, then it's definitely a no-go for a while. But I generally do think this has a chance. The next one I do think also has a pretty big chance as well is the other two Metroid Prime games getting HD remasters or, whatever it is for the Switch. Metroid Prime Remastered came out earlier this year, and it is fan-freaking-tastic. It's the first time I played this game, and I loved it. Completely overdone visuals, basically looks like a brand new game, but I do not believe the next one, the Metroid Prime 2 and 3, would be like this. It would just be straight up just HD remasters that were available on the Wii U, I believe. Just in preparation for Metroid Prime 4. I don't think we'll get a trailer for 4. I don't think we'll get anything like that until next year. However, just to keep the Metroid hype cycle going, that they will announce these to be, released by the end of the year. I think that's very likely. Next, what I do think is also likely, because Tokyo Game Show is coming up here pretty soon, and Level 5 has already confirmed that they're going to be at the show, is Deca Police, as well as potentially news on the new Professor Layton game and the other games that they're working on. So I do think we will see this in the Direct as hey, let me remind you that these games are coming out soon, that we're working on them, and it's, quick little trailer about what's new about it or cool things about these games or potentially new details on Professor Layton. As, like I said, they will be at Tokyo Game Show, so they might want to get ahead of it and say, hey, check this out, see you on the show floor type of deal. So I do think these are pretty high likelihood, and I'm excited for Deca Police. This seems really cool and interesting, so I'm excited to learn more about it. Next, we just recently had a Nintendo Direct or a focus Direct on Super Mario Wonder. I doubt that they'll say much more about Mario Wonder, other than a couple of details that they might have not said in the Direct for some reason. But just as a reminder, hey, this is our next big flagship game that's coming up in the next almost less than a month now, which is kind of insane. So please just keep this in the back of your mind, here's something cool about it that we didn't show, just keep it on your mind. And we just got Pokemon literally today, the new Pokemon DLC for Scarlet and Violet, so I highly doubt they'll talk anything Pokemon other than Detective Pikachu, which comes out in less than a month from now. So I don't expect any Pokemon news other than that. They waited to post the Direct until after the DLC release so it can have its own time to shine, so we won't get any Pokemon stuff other than just hey, it's out now. Detective Pikachu, that's it. Other than this isn't the only Mario thing. Now, this is where I'll get into some of the leaks. So if you don't want to hear about it, watch out, or just, be careful. But they're saying that the Princess Peach game is going to get fully unveiled at this upcoming Direct. And I just have a really hard time believing that. Why would you show a 30-second snippet of this game and be like, hey, look it, we're making a new Princess Peach game, stay tuned. Only to 3 months later be like, all right, here's a blowout of the Princess Peach game now. Like, wouldn't you have just saved it for a big blowout just to like capture people more for that? Like, I don't know, man. It just seems kind of weird for them to just be like, oh yeah, new Princess Peach game, stay tuned. And then 3 months later, here's all the info you ever need about this game. And it's like, why couldn't you just have saved it until then? It would have had a bigger reaction, I feel like, if you already had more stuff to show about it. That's just me. That's just me being me. I want to know more about this game. I'm so excited for this game. I just think it's very weird how they might do that. And I hope they don't. Let's just leave it at that. Maybe we'll see it early next year. Who knows? The other thing, too, is about the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the remaster or remake that they're doing for the Switch as well. I always thought it was weird that they announced this in the last Direct too, because one, it's a 3DS port, and while it's not uncommon on Switch already, it's just weird that they're focusing on Luigi's Mansion again. And also, like, why this game of all games to be remade, you know? I just think it's very weird. I need to put the loop on. It's fine. It's whatever. I'll keep my mouse here so we can go back. Anyways, I think this is just showing us that they aren't unwilling to remake 3DS games, and that it might have something to do with the next system, and that it might be dual screen, or that it might have capabilities to help implement 3DS games a little bit better. And that's just me putting on my tinfoil hat. I don't know. But I think this has more to do with the next system than it does with the Switch itself and just trying to put out a new Mario game, personally. But like I said, that's just me putting on my tinfoil hat. But I think they're more comfortable with putting more 3DS games on the console in the future or in the next system, just to get those out of the handheld area that people don't want to play with or have anymore. And so hopefully, please, dear God, give me Kid Icarus HD. Please, I need it. Oh my God, please give me Kid Icarus HD. That's my plan. Please. Okay, moving aside from that. I don't think we'll see anything more about this, but I'm just putting it out there because, like, we might see another 3DS game. Who knows? Something else I do think we'll see as well is the Splatoon DLC, or the Splatoon expansion of Side Order. It's been very silent that we haven't heard anything about this when it was announced back in February. So I do think it's time we'll hear about this, especially with the 1-year anniversary of Splatoon 3 that just happened over the last weekend with that big Splatfest they had. I do think this will have a big showing in this Direct and have a release date of probably like October, November. That's my thinking, and I think we'll see it for sure. Other things that I think are shoo-ins for sure, that's not what I wanted to show. Hello, Koizumi and Takahashi, I think. Mario Kart 8 Booster Course. For sure, the last wave is definitely going to come out within the next month or two. Mario Kart Tour has ended its services, or is planning on ending its services soon, with the next cut being the last new content being added to the game. And with this tying up its last DLC pack with the last tour tracks that they want to add in, I do think this is good for the new Mario Kart installment to be on the next system. So I just think this will be in here for sure. Get the last DLC out of the way, get Tour finished and done, and the next Mario Kart on the next system will be a huge deal. But for sure this, as well as new games for NSO. Now we still have some N64 games that have been unreleased that have been announced for like over a year now, like Mario Party 3, which I cannot wait to come on the system. Please let me play that game. As well as some others. One of the big rumors again is that F-Zero is coming onto the Switch. Now, whether that be a new game or like some people really want like a F-Zero 99 or something like that, I don't know. But I do think whatever it is, it will also contain Nintendo Switch Online for some reason. Like the N64 F-Zero game or Game Boy Advance game could be likely as well if there's like a new F-Zero on the system, or that's just what the F-Zero news is. Who knows? But Nintendo Switch Online will definitely have a lot more to offer, a lot more to give. So that's definitely going to happen too. But yeah, those are my real quick predictions. I know I was talking really fast. I just wanted to get this out there. I already covered the leaks and other potential Direct stuff extensively, and so I just wanted to keep this one a little shorter and a little bit more, I guess, bare bones. Other quick stuff I think could be shown or, talked about. Sonic Superstars might have another trailer, just like a reminder that it's coming out next month. The final update for Sonic Frontiers just had like a quick little snippet trailer yesterday that was uploaded. They could show this again or like have a couple more new details for us here with that. I doubt it, but it's a possibility. But yeah, I really hope Capcom has something new for us in terms of Ace Attorney, maybe? Like, showing off the new collection a little bit more in depth with that. I don't know. That's just my hopes and dreams. Maybe a new Fire Emblem in terms of like a remake to launch early next year. I think that could be likely. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think can happen in this direct. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely going to do a live reaction, so stay tuned. It might be a little late, but keep an eye out for it. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.